Do you ever just question your entire life for literally no reason at all? Shit, I knew I was the only one. It's been a tough week. You know, for starters, the other day I got my dick stuck in a Chinese finger trap. And while writing the script for this video, I sneezed so hard that I shat myself a little bit. Obviously those are just excuses to distract from what's really getting me down, but believe it or not, they work as really good examples. When you're depressed, sometimes the things that make you upset are so stupid and you know that they're stupid, but you let them get you down anyways for whatever reason. Anyways, all of this isn't really out of the ordinary for me. Literally some of my first memories as a child were being depressed and having panic attacks at the age of 5. But if there's anything I've learned about this over the years, it's that having friends who go through the same shit, having friends that also hate life is surprisingly beneficial. Because they're some of the only people who can possibly understand what you're actually going through. And honestly, even therapists can't really understand it in that same way. Like sure, they might have gone to school for years for this job, but they still don't really get it. And it probably stems from the fact that most of the therapists I see are like 40 on average. Sometimes they're like mid-30s if I'm lucky. So it's not like they can understand what it's like to be a teenager who's growing up with social media, and the reason I'm depressed is because my Instagram post got 20 likes. Like, they grew up long before Instagram even existed. How could they possibly understand that? Oh, and by the way, I'm joking about the whole 20 likes thing on Instagram. I don't have 20 followers, yet alone 20 likes. I literally have 9 followers as I'm recording this right now. Social media, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, or whatever, is just a really good example of shit that old people don't get. Anyways, that's why having a friend or two who also hate life can be surprisingly helpful. Because you can just vent to them without having to explain it, like they just get it, you know? However, this is only nice until you both need each other for emotional support at the exact same time, and this has been happening to me at world record rates the last few days. You end up in this weird scenario where the situation feels almost like one of those old-timey Western standoffs from the movies. Like, you're both trying to send out little cues to each other that you need a little bit of emotional support right now, but neither of you are understanding the other person's cues because you're both preoccupied with your own depression. Hi, future Ethan here. I'm editing the video right now and I just realized that I completely forgot to give any context for that. Basically, it feels like a Western standoff because neither of you will make the first move. The first move, of course, being, actually asking for help. Instead, you're both just trying to be subtle about it, like, oh yeah, my day's terrible, but like, how are you? And like, that goes nowhere in the end. Also, for the sake of both of my friends, I should probably mention that this isn't targeted at anyone, it's just a very generalized thing. Anyways, back to the video. For example, say a friend calls me about the fight they just had with their family because they want to rant about it. Usually I'd be more than happy to indulge them for a little while. But I'm too busy to think about that because earlier this week I got my cock stuck in a Chinese finger trap. And no one's been taking me seriously, and it hurts my feelings. Jokes aside, for those who didn't pick up on my poetic subtlety, the Chinese finger trap is a metaphor for my depression because, I don't know, it's like trapping me, it's stuck around me or something. Yeah, I know it was a terrible metaphor. Look, I'm trying to get a point across here and be kind of funny. It's very difficult to do both at once, so forgive me. And besides, if I actually had a Chinese finger trap attached to my dick, I wouldn't say anything about it because I'd be way too embarrassed. Anyways, that's enough sadness for the camera for one day. See ya.